Hey everybody, it's Kayla, and welcome back to another book read. Today's video is going to be a little follow-up of Sunday's video, and instead of a TikTok made me read it, we're going to do a TikTok made me buy it. And I'm kind of thinking maybe we'll turn this into a series, and then so after I read maybe 3 of the books off of this, we'll do a video and I'll be like whether or not I think TikTok is right about books. Maybe. Or if I'm on the right side of Booktok. So we'll see, right? So the first one, and one of actually the first books that I saw on Booktok, was The Cruel Prince by Holly Black. And let me tell you, I probably saw this at the store 5 or 6 times before I was like, fine, I'll buy it. You don't have to tell me a 3rd time or really a 7th time. But because initially it just didn't sound like it was going to be that great, just by reading the description of it. So, I mean, we'll see. So that'll be a good one to see that if TikTok or Booktok has it right, if this is a great book to me. Another one that I kept seeing on Booktok and then thought it was a show, because that's initially what they were talking about at first, was the show. And then, right, I think this is it. I think this is the thing, right? Hold on. Yeah. So The Mortal Instruments, City of Bones. So I haven't read any of them. I haven't read any of it. I'm not going to lie, I did find the series on Hulu, and I've watched the first 5 episodes. It's okay. I like the premise. I like the idea, so I'm sure the book is amazing. Because the show has good bones, a good storyline. It's just a little jumbled, if really. Another one that I actually had not seen it on Booktok. I started the Netflix show and then I saw it on Booktok. And so I was like, well, I'm not going to watch the show until I read the book. And that is Shadow and Bone by Leah Bardugo. I watched the first episode, I think. And I know some people have said it's mixed with another one of her series, right? I don't know. I could be wrong about that. But I picked it up half Booktok, half I started the series, but I didn't know it was a book until I saw it on Booktok. But I saw the first episode of the series. Another one that I saw on Booktok, and this is one of those ones where I probably, even if I had just seen it in the store, would have picked it up because it was by an author I liked. And that is Crescent City by Sarah J. Maas. The House of Earth and Blood, Crescent City. I get really confused on what the actual title of this book is. But I saw it on Booktok prior to seeing it in the Target. So I'm excited to give it a shot. It's a big boy though, so we are not starting that in December. Not even going to come close to starting this in December. This might be more like a February or March. But Bookopoly will tell me when it is, right? This is another book that I saw a lot. So It Ends With Us by Colleen Hoover. I saw this so many times, excuse me, on Booktok that I felt like it should have probably have been the first Colleen Hoover book that I read. But like I said, I came across Ugly Love in the store first. So I finally was able to pick this one up. But I feel like I've kind of gone out of the contemporary romance side of my reading. So we're back into the darker side. The book I'm reading right now is really good. So this was another one that I picked up because of TikTok, Scythe, by Neil Schusterman. And I have put it in my TBR top part that I was going to read for that month twice and just haven't gotten to it. I picked it up because I found it at Mr. K's for pretty cheap, and I was like, well, I'll do it because it's cheap, but I don't know that this is going to be a book that I enjoy. But then again, everybody on Booktok and Booktube loves it, so it's probably good. I don't know. We'll see. It probably is good. Maybe I should read it now. Just get it over with, right? So another one that I only saw twice. I saw on 2 different people's videos, but it sounded really good, was Luck of the Titanic by Stacey Lee. It just sounded so good, and I really like period pieces, so I knew that, like, it being set in the early 1900s would be awesome. And I'm always interested in learning more about the Titanic. I don't know. I'm sure this is not based on like a real incident, but I'm sure it probably does pull from actual facts that come, from the Titanic. Now I know this next book was very, very, very raved about on Booktok for, all of summer, really. And I don't think it's a new book. I think, just Booktok kind of came into the realm, and it's, so people are like re-mentioning it. And that is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. I ended up finding it at Second and Charles for relatively cheap, so I picked it up. I hadn't been able to find it anywhere else, and then honestly I find it at Second and Charles, and then now it's all I see at Barnes and Noble. So I'm guessing maybe it wasn't stocked, and then now it's back to being restocked because everyone's picking it up. But I'm under the impression it's not. Oh, it's signed by the author. I didn't even know. I'm not Corinne, but that's still cool. No, I guess 2017, it's not really that old of a book. But it sounded good, and everyone's raving about it, so I picked it up. And it never went into my TBR because, well, I feel like I picked it up in late November, and I already knew what I was reading for November, and I already knew what I was reading for December. Well, an idea what I was reading for December. The next book, I'm not gonna lie, I said I was not going to read this book. I was dead set not going to read this book. Did not sound good. Does not sound like my cup of tea. Not going to read this book. Wasn't going to do it. Then I walked into Mr. K's one day and sprayed edges. Got me. 6 of Crows by Leah Bardugo. It still doesn't sound like a book that's going to like pull me in and like make me want to read it and make me like love it. But maybe it is. Maybe it's gonna be one of those books where I'm like, this is not gonna be a good book, and then I'm like, oh my god, this is the best book I've ever read. Hopefully, because I don't want to have just bought a book because it has really pretty sprayed edges. And I thought it was so cool. I haven't even looked inside. Like, maybe it's got a signed nameplate too. It doesn't, but that's okay. I thought that was, I just was like, I don't know. I want to read it now. Like, I bought it, so I'm going to read it. And then the last one, I don't think I've seen it that many times, but I kind of feel like I've seen it recently again. Like, I think when I bought it, it was kind of pretty popular on Booktok, and then it kind of fell off, and I think I've actually seen it a few times again, and that is An Ember in the Ashes by Saba Tahir. I again found this one at Mr. K's for really decently priced, but I actually don't even know that I know what this is about. I got into this like brain mode of buy everything that you're seeing on Booktok and Booktube and read it because you're gonna love it. And whereas before I used to just go into Mr. K's or Barnes and Nobles and just like hours of browsing and picking up books and reading and and trying to figure out if I liked a book. And I hadn't done that in a while, and that's what I did that one Wednesday where I did that mini book haul. That's what I did. And it was so nice. It was so refreshing. Not that I don't want to pick up recommendations, because I love recommendations and I love getting my own opinion on a book that is raved about and talked about so much. But it, it's like a refreshing time to just pick out a book that nobody else is talking about, and then maybe I can be talking about it and you guys will be like, oh my god, that book is amazing or sounds really good, let me go read it. Which I guess is the opposite of what this video is about. This video is about recommendations that I got from other people. I'm doing good, I promise. It's a Tuesday, but you're gonna see this on a Wednesday. My brain is here, but it's Christmas. My brain is everywhere. I have like 3 or 4 people still to wrap for. I'm all finished purchasing, except for myself, which my plan is to buy myself my what I didn't get for Christmas list thing, So like if I didn't get it for Christmas, I'm going to buy myself what I wanted. Somebody stop me. Don't tell me no. Tell me not to do it. Okay. But if it's one of those jackets, it's gonna be done. Or if I don't get a few of those books, namely Zodiac Academy, it's gonna be done. I'm gonna have to buy it myself. Okay, I feel like I'm rambling at this point. So I'll see you guys again on Sunday. I hope everyone has a Merry Christmas and a Happy Holidays, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!